Well, it's so good to be with you, Gina, and it's good to be with our viewers today. I'm Sherry Henley with BOCI TV, founder and CEO of Business Over Coffee International. And today we have a very special guest, a professional member of BOCI, who is Gina Davis. And Gina is excellent. She is into marketing with cards, and so we're going to interview her about what she does and how it can benefit you and your business. So stay right there. Don't go anywhere. You can chat with us as well. Chat live. You can also go to the Facebook and you can see the social stream there. So many ways that you can communicate with us on this particular show if you're watching it live. If not, we're going to give you all the contact information for Gina as well. You can find us at businessovercoffee.biz. So Gina, you've been with BOCI now for well over a year, I believe.
Right at a year.
Okay. And I've really learned a lot about you as an individual. Mm-hmm. You're very outgoing, you are good with people, and you're also very creative. And that's where all of this comes in, with your creating cards and being able to tell someone's story, which in fact, we talked about this yesterday on BOCI Talk Radio. And we talked about effective tools to tell your story. We talked about blogging. We talked about photos, videos, video capture, screening. We talked about journaling. And now we're going to talk about the old-fashioned mail versus email that we get bombarded with every day. So tell us what you do.
So yes, in a way it is old-fashioned, but you also have to realize this is all online. So we've actually taken the old values that are out there that have been lost, and we put them online for you to access them, to be able to create greeting cards and a multitude of other items that you can actually have mailed, shipped, and packaged, sent out for you. They're all sent out by send-out cards to your customers, your clients, your family, and your friends.
So you said this is online. So let's make sure that I know there's a big misconception about send-out cards.
Very big misconception.
This is not an e-card. This is an actual, when I said old-fashioned, I meant that in actually a very good way, because I remember as a young girl, I'm dating myself now, that I would receive mail and letters, and it was so neat. I couldn't wait to go to the mailbox. And now it's very unusual to get a letter or a card through the mail. And what this does is it allows you to go online and create it, but then Send Out Cards actually sends it out with a stamp. So tell us more about that.
So the website is available. It's a client-owned account. So when you actually join Send Out Cards, you have your own personal account. Then you have the availability to create cards that are already, like if you went down to Walmart or if you went down to Hallmark. We're not going to mention those again. If you go down to one of those greeting card stores, you get a pick from a limited selection of cards. Well, Send Out Cards has it set up where there are thousands and thousands and thousands of cards, not only in English, but we are also venturing into foreign languages such as Spanish and French, and that will keep growing. You choose your own standard card. When you choose your own standard card, you actually get in there, you can put your own personal message in there, or some of them actually have messages already in there for you. But I love the fact that I can put my own personal message in there, because that way it goes back to the old value stuff that you were talking about.
Yes.
I'm putting what I feel into my cards. I'm creating a clip of what's going on in my life or what's going on at that time in someone else's life that I want to address. And I have and I actually try to send what I call a heartfelt card a day. And I cannot.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. I try to send a heartfelt card every day.
Is that, Gina, is that to your clients or is that to your family or a mixture of both?
Both.
Okay.
And I get more comments, obviously, from family and friends when I do that.
Right.
But, you know, and many of times I've had a friend call me crying because I've sent them a birthday card, and that's the only birthday card they got that day.
Wow.
That to me
That
is sad.
shows you that people are not taking the time, and I'm guilty of
Yeah.
that, of sending cards through the mail. And it's even different to me to get a card personally. I appreciate that when someone hands me a card, but getting it through the mail, there's something really
Well, you've taken an extra
nostalgic
step
about that.
there when you've gone to
Right.
the effort to have that card mailed to someone.
Absolutely. You had to walk out to your mailbox, put the flag up, or you had to actually drive to the post office or drop
But
it in a.
there's the beauty of send-out cards. You don't
Yes.
actually have to do that. Send-out cards is going to the mailbox for you.
There
It's
you
putting
go.
that stamp on for you, but still you're getting that old-fashioned value feel to a greeting card that you're still using today's technology with.
That's right. And let's talk about business owners that are watching and listen to this because it's very important for you to hear this. Let's talk about the campaigns that you can actually set up. Tell me how, as a business owner, I would be able to go in and set up various campaigns. And I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about the business owner that does not have time to do that and what you
Right.
offer for that. So
Right.
there's two prongs to that
Okay.
discussion.
So, I got into this because when I looked at it, I saw the campaigns. And let me describe to you what I mean by a campaign in this case. A campaign is a card or a series of cards that you send out to a customer, a client, a prospect. I am a firm believer in marketing from appreciation. So for the most part, I follow the social media rule that when you do your content, 80% should be about them, tips, articles, etc., and only 20% about your business. You know, I've got this promotion going on, that kind of thing. So I encourage my clients that when they set up campaigns, that they do follow that social media rule, that 80-20 rule, which is one of my favorite rules,
Right.
and do those campaigns that way. So send-out cards allows you to go in and let's use a birthday campaign for example.
Yes, that's a good one.
It's one of my favorite, and it gets me a lot of response because again, like I just said, you know, I get those calls. It's the only birthday card I got.
Right.
So what send-out cards let you do is you go in and you find or choose a card that you like. You put it into a campaign. You get to name it. You get to keep it. It stays in there as long as you need it. And then what you do is you go through your contacts, and I do mine on a monthly basis, but you can do it however you feel the most. You can do it on a weekly basis. You can start at the first of the year and do the whole year, however you want to do it. But on a monthly basis, I go in.
Let me segue there.
Sure, go ahead.
So you could take 3 days or a day or however long it takes you to set up campaigns
How about
throughout
5
the
minutes?
entire year.
Oh, okay. You're talking about
Okay.
Yeah.
For the entire year.
Yes, you can.
So that you do not have to revisit that. It automatically happens for you.
That's correct. So
Okay.
so you set up the campaign, and say you are sending out a series of cards for over a year. And I actually call that my top of mind awareness type campaigns. So I actually set up 4 or 5 different cards that I send out over a year to a customer and client. That only costs about $5. Is your customer worth $5? You have to think about
$5
that.
per client.
Per client, right.
Okay.
That includes postage. So I set up those campaigns and I choose, you know, and sometimes it ends up the first of the year, I'll send out to my current clients a campaign. And over that year, I don't have to look back at it again. It's already going out. I don't have to worry about it.
The only thing you need to do is go in and add new contacts
That's correct.
as you get those.
And as a new contacts, I can choose to start the campaign right then and there. And I usually try to work the campaign so that I can just start it whenever.
Okay, so as a business owner, entrepreneurs, a lot of times we have low
Limited
staff,
time.
limited time. Okay, so one of the downsides that I found was not with send out cards. It was with the time element
Right.
of putting those campaigns together. Tell us what value you bring to the business in establishing those campaigns for us for a fee.
Well, I'm like you. I found that there were things about my business that I did not have the time or even the want to do it.
Sure.
And I felt like if I felt like that way about other aspects of my business, like I'm not a numbers person, I don't want to deal with all the numbers. I got an accountant, I got a CPA. Even though I love to do my own travel, it's better spent sending it out to my travel agent. So I felt like if I felt that way about aspects of my company, then I could see that could be where it could translate into what I do into send out cards. And I do talk to my clients about, hey, does this fit into your time and does it fit into your budget?
Right.
So in all that growth of working my business and everything, it became a realization that, everybody thinks that send out cards is a wonderful idea, but they were having trouble putting into their time and budget. So I started a company or a side to what I do called Gold Data Services, and I offer a variety of services in everything from getting your database set up, maintaining that database, and even a marketing and campaign type service. My background is in marketing and sales, about 20 years, and I've continually grow myself so that I keep up with the new stuff like the social media and stuff like that.
Sure.
So,
in fact, you've done some classes here at BOCI on Pinterest,
sure.
And that is a great segue into what's coming up next week.
That's right.
With BOCI Weave Your Own Web, we are going to have a holiday greeting card workshop. So you can come in and you can create your own Christmas card, or let's say holiday card
That's
for
a
some
holiday
people.
card, yes.
Yes. And you can actually have it sent out through send out cards. Now, tell us all the details. I know they're on
Okay.
here, but you can elaborate on what we can expect when we come next Thursday, 9 to 11 Central Standard Time, right here at our home office, but you can also watch virtually from anywhere in the world.
So I'm looking for those that are interested both as a business person and as a family that want to get their greeting cards out and don't want a stressful Christmas. This is the way to do it. You will have a less stressful Christmas by pulling your laptop out, taking a few minutes, getting your database set up, taking a few more minutes to create a card, and we are going to work with you and help you create a customized photo card if that's what you are wanting. So please, you bring your pictures
On your laptop.
on your laptop. Bring your pictures already on your laptop. Also, try to have your database available. It can be either in print or it can be digital. Digital would be the better way off because it'll be easier to get into your database.
Sure.
And then we'll take the time and we'll set up the actual Christmas card campaign that you will use. And again, let's go back to holiday card because you might choose to do
This is true.
Thanksgiving. You
Or
might
New
choose
Year's.
to do a New Year.
Right.
So whatever your holiday of choice is, we will set that campaign up, and then I will show y'all how to pull down your names and send that campaign. And we can send the campaign, we can set it up and send it today to go out 2 weeks before Christmas. So
Outstanding.
It's really nice.
So that is a question that some people may ask. What is the latest date that they can send out cards from send out card campaigns in order for the card to get to their family members, clients before Christmas or before New Year's? What's the timeline there?
I usually follow the United States Postal Service's rule of thumb. If they're telling you to have this thing, in the mailbox on this date, then what you want to do is, it does take about 24 hours for cards to actually be printed and mailed out with send-out cards. So you probably need to add 1 day onto that.
Okay.
So that would be the rule of thumb.
Okay.
Whatever UPS says, add 1 more day to it.
And this right here just tells it all. This says the Davises. This is your family.
That is.
And just by looking at this creates a sense of happiness because everyone in this picture is happy and you're telling your story. And this is an actual calendar. So you have many things that you can get through send out cards with the exception, in addition to cards, you have calendars. You also have gifts that you can send to people. As we're wrapping up, would you tell us about that?
So you can actually add a gift onto a greeting card, or a gift card for that matter. So you can add a gift onto your card. This is actually how my brother, he's physically challenged, so he doesn't have to get out in the Christmas rush. This is how he does it. He does all his shopping through send-out cards. Sends out his cards, sends out his gifts, and he's done.
And you can get gifts for as low as $5 a piece.
That's correct. You can actually do gift cards. They're $5. There's some actually $5 gifts in there, and then of course they're more expensive.
You
things
can get
too.
expensive gifts as well.
There's more expensive gifts in there too, and they're continually adding. So it's a changing of volume. Now, she was showing you the calendar. There's also a photo album here that I've got too.
This is
and
outstanding.
these are new to send out cards. We actually are adding a photo section onto for calendars, photo items. We're actually even allowing you to do business cards. I completely created this inside our
very nice
our thing. Very nice quality card. You can do bulk cards now. This actually came from our bulk section in business tools. There are also a variety of other business tools that we're adding to. We're actually creating cups with photos on them.
Nice.
Where they're constantly adding to
That's
it. So
great.
it's a nice little additional. When you own a Send Out Card account, you have access to the Send Out Card photo store, and just an extra tool for you.
Outstanding. So I encourage you to come on November 8th, 2012. If you're watching this after the fact, then you can contact Gina Davis. But for the event next week, on November 8th, 2012, visit businessovercoffee.biz and you'll find more information there about that event. You can RSVP. Your contact information, Gina, would you share that for the viewers?
Again, I'm Gina Davis. That's G as in girl, I-N-A, last name Davis. My phone number, please call or text me. I am a texter. 901-270-7339. Or my email is customcardsbyu, and that's all at gmail.com.
Outstanding. I see you have a QR code here as well.
Yes, my QR code on my business card actually goes out to my Facebook page.
Okay.
Trying to grow my likes out there.
And how would someone find you on Facebook?
So I'm on Facebook. Can I have that, please?
Absolutely.
Facebook, then it's /CCBY.
And what does that stand for?
Custom Cards by You.
There you go. Custom Cards by You with Gina Davis. You can also find Gina Davis on businessovercoffee.biz. And this piece right here I'd like to show you as we close today. This is an heirloom piece. This is a piece that you can pass down to your children, and they can show your grandchildren and so forth, because you put your pictures in, your notes, and it is a beautiful hardback book. So I personally want to look into this. I'm very excited about this. Thank you so much for watching BOCI TV today.
Thank you.
This is Sherry Henley, founder and CEO of Business Over Coffee International. Check us out. Set up your free business profile today at businessovercoffee.biz. Gina Davis, thank you so much for joining us as a professional member. And I love what you do, and thank you for being a part of what we do as well.
I've loved it.
Until next time, continue bringing everyone together.